And obviously, George Eustace said that the inquiry wouldn't necessarily recommend changes, but he has told our colleagues, Gloria Pierre and Tom Newton-Dunn, a little bit later on, that tweaks and changes might be needed to these rules. Jill, as we were saying from Richard there, what do you think might need to be changed in terms of tweaks and changes?
Well, I think it's more than tweaks, actually. I thought George Eustace, who I watched earlier, I haven't heard his interview with Tom and Gloria, was being a bit complacent here. I think one of the things that we need to look again at is both sort of independent oversight of the rules. We've had this argument about the independent advisor on standards, a letter written yesterday by the Committee on Standards in Public Life about that, saying that the independent advisor on ministerial interest needs to be able to initiate their own inquiries, not just wait for the Prime Minister to ask. That's one thing. But I also think we need to look at much better oversight, if you like, and regulation of who gets appointed into government. It's quite interesting that quite a lot of these people who were brought in as these rather sort of obscure Crown representatives. That's what Lex Greensill was appointed as.
Yes.
Are those regulated? We have people sitting on departmental boards with actually the power to recommend to the Prime Minister the Permanent Secretary be sacked. Those are unregulated appointments. So I think we need to look at this whole area. We know that the government itself, a few years ago, actually reduced the role of the public appointments regulator to sort of overseeing the process, not sort of running the processes, but saying whether ministers were conforming to the rules. So I think we need to sort of sharpen that up. We also, I think, need to make clear to people who are appointed to public positions that actually this brings public trust, and it brings public trust not just for the duration of your appointment, but afterwards as well, and get people sort of explicitly to recognise that perhaps they, by taking up one of these public roles, are damaging their long-run career prospects, not enhancing them.